Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to Inside the Booth. I am your host, Dan, the Law Arena. We have over here,
Matthew James.
and our guest tonight is Ryan, Legion Games. He is not a stranger in these parts. He's been with us before.
Well, I'm surprised you keep inviting me back. I tried to look for the cool thing above and the I don't know. I'm bad with StreamYards. Don't listen to me. How is everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Fantabulous.
There you
How are you?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Welcome to Inside the Booth.
Welcome to the booth of Inside.
I hear we're
So
talking
tonight, everybody, we are talking about the return of the king. And if you've been following us since the beginning of this month, you will know that we've been talking about Lord of the Rings every single show. And it's not getting boring.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's really not.
Well, as to some people, it might.
I doubt it.
I love the movies.
Have you watched the Amazon's Lord?
No, have not
The
watched
Rings of Power.
I haven't watched that.
Rings of Power. Probably not going to happen for me, but who knows? Maybe I'll do a review on it sometime.
Sometime 5 years from now. When all the craziness is calmed down.
Return of the King. Is it better than the Rings of Power? Does it still hold up for today's lifestyle, I guess you could say, or does it hold up? Does the picture quality hold up for today? These are questions we have for ourselves sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, if a 1969 movie can hold up for today, that Matthew made me watch, and I enjoyed it interestingly.
Time in the West. You like that movie?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Nails on a chalkboard with that word.
Good interesting, but it was interesting. Uncle Mike is here. What's up, Uncle Mike? And we got the Duna Dan. Thank you guys for being here. And those who are lurking and just listening, thank you for being here. So here we go. Return of the King. Let's start with the plot. Since Matthew hasn't been here a couple of times, you go first, my friend.
I'm just reading from IMDb. Gandalf and Aragorn lead the world of men against Sauron's army to draw his gaze from Frodo and Sam as they approach Mount Doom with the One Ring.
And that's it, huh?
That's
Beautiful.
it. That's all they got.
That was pretty short.
That's all they got.
So basically, just Frodo is finishing up his journey, throwing the...
Frodo is finishing up his walk.
His really long walk. Because doesn't he say at the end of the movie, it's been 4 years since Weathertop? Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long
13
time.
months.
Yeah. Ooh.
13 months. The same time frame that Bilbo Baggins was gone for the Hobbit trilogy, or Tales of a Hobbit.
Yeah. That's it.
So I'm here to apparently spoil all of the misconceptions and be the one who brings down the stream with the lore. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I don't read books, so I don't know nothing.
Don't read books.
You read the good book. What are you talking about?
That's right.
That's
the only book you need to read.
That's pretty much the only book I do read.
That's it.
I have all these Christian books that tell you how to live your life and steps of being filled with the Holy Spirit, stuff like that. I never read any of them.
You need books on tape.
I think I just got them for looks,
We'll send you some cassettes so you can listen to the books on tape.
And there you go.
Like literally books on tape.
Or Audible. I mean, Audible is
Audible
lovely.
is good. I even got this one that says how to keep a relationship or something like that. Godly relationship, obviously. But it was something like that. And I'm like, why do I need to read this? I don't know. I got the Bible. I'll read that. That's what
I'll turn to some proverbs.
That's it.
Yes. All right.
The Book of Solomon.
Oh yeah.
That's some good romance book right there. If anyone has ever read it, yeah, don't get offended. They got some stuff in there. Let me tell you what. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. I'm sorry. I went off track so bad. What was I going to say? Return of the King. Anyways, yeah. Frodo going to finish up his stuff, right?
His journey.
His journey to throw the ring in the fires of Mount Doom. Mordor. And right at the end, he doesn't want to do it, but it gets done anyways. It sucks how it gets done, but it gets done, which is a good thing. Good triumphs over evil all the time. So just remember that, everybody. Good always wins. Are the Democrats listening?
Yes.
All right. So I guess I would give the plot a point. I do enjoy this movie. All three movies. I enjoyed all the plots together. I enjoyed all the subplots, like the different journeys that happen when they split up. So I will give it a point. Anybody else? Don't all talk at once now.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely gets a point. I finally see the ending of the long journey. So when this movie came out, I actually saw this in theaters. So at the time in high school, we watched, the people I was with, we watched both the movies, and then we went to see it in theaters when it first came out. So we did a long haul of watching. Good. And these were the extended versions, so it was a long day.
Yeah.
But it was epic with its 20 endings. It was awesome.
20 endings is correct. I heard a story where Jack Nicholson left after watching the first ending that happened. He left the theater, started the car waiting for his wife, and apparently, like a couple days later or something, Elijah Wood, or he saw Elijah Wood and said, "Hey, love the movie. Sorry you died at the end," and because he didn't finish watching it. And Elijah Wood was confused, and he goes, "Did you watch the whole thing?" He goes, "Yeah. You know, you kind of died right, after the volcano explodes and stuff like that, and then it ended. Then I left." And he goes, "Oh, there's a few more endings." So,
yeah,
that was a good story. I think that story was on one of the extended, like the special features off the extended there. I think that's where I heard it from. I don't remember exactly where I heard it from, but I heard that.
When I was kind of breezing through it today or yesterday, and when like the main orc guy was coming out, I'm pretty sure that was the one where Elijah Wood said that that's Mr. Weinstein. Like that was like
a
hidden thing saying
that guy.
Like,
yeah. The guy that looks like he's got some cottage cheese all over his hand and stuff.
Ugh. That's how the story goes there. That's kind of funny.
Kind of gross. So Ryan, what did you think? What'd you think?
Oh, it's easily a point, like without question. Like this is honestly, this is probably the closely the best movie of the 6-movie franchise, so it smacks the crap out of Star Wars.
I still believe The Hobbit should have been like one movie.
I disagree. I think I would go with what Peter Jackson wanted to do with 2. But at the same time, though,
But shorter, like shorter movies. Not
Well,
so
you have to realize that the Lord of the Rings franchise was 2 hours and 59 minutes, 2 hours and 53 minutes, and then 3 hours and 21 minutes per movie.
That's good.
1, 2, 3.
Right. That's true.
It drastically exceeded anything that the Hobbit trilogy was. So
Right.
even though the Hobbit book had a lot going on and there was stuff that was added on extra, I don't think you could tell that in one movie. I highly doubt you could tell that in one. Hey, it's Bibbo, right? JT.
What's up, JT?
Hey, look at that, Dan. I love the new overlay. That's
Well,
right.
thank you.
That's
Compliments of Tabitha.
So good.
She helped with that. I was thinking of not using it tonight because it kind of cuts off the top of my video, but
That looks good, man.
Matthew,
It really looks good.
He convinced me to keep it.
It wasn't hard.
I lowered my chair just a touch so you could see my whole head.
And he's glowing. We're both glowing.
We're glowing yellow-ish color, yellow-orange color. Galaxy's Garage, what's up? He's a great guy. He's cool. JT's cool also, by the way. So is the Dunedain. I don't know if that's how you really pronounce the name, Dunedain.
Yeah, I'd say the Dunedain. Dunedain.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dunedain.
Sorry. I know they said it a few times in this movie too, so can't remember how they pronounced it.
The Dunedain.
With their accents of, I don't know. They didn't really have accents, did they? Well, kind of like a Irish, like a small Irish accent. The girl had, right? What's her name?
Yeah, her. Which one?
The redheaded girl. The redheaded lady.
You're talking about Awen?
Gemji?
Yeah, Erwin.
Alwyn.
Not Arwen.
Not Arwen.
Yeah. I can't say any of the friggin' names.
Not Arwen. It's Alwyn. Eowyn.
Yeah.
And then Arwen is actually Liv Tyler. That is Arwyn.
So why did he make names like that? That's my question. Anyway, it's his book, not mine. I just a great blue wizard crypt. Oh yes, because my headband. Yes. Now if I had a bigger beard too, I trimmed my beard up. If no one noticed,
That's good.
Right? All right, thanks. At least somebody says it looks good.
It looks good.
Thank you.
You look like Aragon.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
I do kind of got a sword.
You got it. There it is.
There
it is. Awesome.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Very nice.
So, all plots got a point. Let's go with acting. Obviously, acting. We have a lot of the same actors as the other two. We were introduced. Weren't we introduced to a couple of new ones? I don't remember. No, maybe not. The new ones I'm thinking of were introduced in the Two Towers, I believe.
There's also Orc number 1 through a billion.
Yeah, that's it. So what's the difference between an orc, a Uruk-hai, and oh gosh, what are those other ones? The thinner ones, the thinner guys. They're like, hey, the nerdy
Goblins?
looking.
Yeah.
That's
Goblins.
Goblins. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so you have goblins, you have orcs, and you have Uruk-hai. The orcs are actually, they're actually fallen elves. The Uruk-hai are actually fallen elves who are especially trained, and the goblins. Right? Yeah, they're because they've been tortured and twisted and mutilated due to dark magic, and the goblins are a race of their own, which you see in The Hobbit. You see the Goblin King. He's got like that like he's like that big fat guy with the crown on. Yeah. That's a Goblin King. So you have goblins, you have orcs, and you have Uruk-hai, and they're all. So you have like low level foot soldier, you have standard foot soldier, and then you have like elite killers, so to speak. So like kind of like special forces. To be
like those Marines. Hoorah.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's why the Uruk-hai, they were devastating to Rohan, only with 10,000. And then the final fight, you would have to actually say that they didn't have 10,000. They probably had a good 30,000 troops in this final fight of Return of the King.
Now, did you see that in the pretty much the end, where they're at the Black Gates, and he's calling out the Mouth of Sauron comes, right? And basically, when the ring falls into the lava, right? Did you see the one big giant orc when he's fighting Aragorn? He turns around and looks, and he's like, "Oh snap! I'm out of here!" And he just kind of runs. He runs away.
Well,
how come no one else ran with him?
No, they did run with him. So the orcs are actually, so the orcs are the standard species. The Uruk-hai are a modified, basically manipulated and mutated. So they're all elves. They're all fallen elves. However, the Uruk-hai are the worst. Now that was a troll that ran.
Right.
It was an up armored troll that ran. So trolls, are a
just
part
the
of
way he did it. He was like, "Oh snap!"
Well, that's because the Eye of Sauron, or
you're right.
I
was gonna blow up. Yeah.
I can't think what it's called. Basically it's Sauron's watchful tower that sees any interaction with the One Ring. So if it's destroyed or if it's put on, it is a beacon to find. So the Nazgul can actually be the foot soldiers, and we saw the Nazgul in the first movie on horseback because it was a lot less desperate to find the ring. In the final movie, Return of the King, the Nazgul were actually on the wings of
like a dragon, like snake.
They're kind of a dragon slash I would say snakish creature. And so the Nazgul come flying in for the final battle because they are to lead the charge as the commander. So the Witch King is the leader of Sauron's army, to where the other Nazgul are the commanders of the army. So that's why they come in on high, and they lead through their screeches.
Right.
So as soon as the ring is destroyed, obviously Sauron has tied himself to the ring, and so his power is destroyed. His life is destroyed. And so that leads to the fall of the fall of I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long day. Sorry. So anyway, long story short, basically the final remnants of his army are defeated. So
right. For sure. All right, so acting. I know we didn't talk much about acting, but what would you give it, Matthew?
It's great.
It's great. It's good. Full point.
Sorry, Matthew. I didn't mean to jump you, but it's full point.
No, of course. It's full point on that one.
Does anybody have anything to say about the acting? Like how maybe if there's a part that they didn't care for or something?
No, that's pretty much all good. One of my favorite scenes is when Aragorn confronts the dead army. That's like one of my Favorite scenes.
That
I
was
love that
pretty
scene.
cool. That was
If I have to give literally a performance award, I would give it to Andy Serkis as Smeagol / Gollum.
yeah.
He is the highlight of this movie by far.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even close. So
he just comes out of nowhere at the end.
I mean,
oh my goodness, where was this guy?
he has he literally is a staple from the beginning of the movie, talking about about how he found the ring, how his friend found the ring, how it was a birthday, he wanted to get it. They both kind of fought over it because they were both enticed by it. It became his precious, and then of course over the time it became a split personality, so it was my precious and it was my love and stuff like that when they're talking to each other. So literally the whole entire time is it's a back and forth, not just a villainous parasitical role, but also at the same time he plays the victim so well that you actually feel sorry for him, because there is a side of him that has fallen that you do feel sorry for.
Yeah.
And it is if I have to say it is the best performance of the movie.
Gollum to go away, that kind of made you feel kind of happy, he kind of got rid of him for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
never come back.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he gets beat up, and he was like, wait a minute, he betrayed me, so I'll bring Gollum back because I feel safer, he can take care of me, type of thing. So yeah, it was definitely a ride on that one.
That gets a point for me, definitely on
acting. Yeah, definitely for me too. All right, so before we get into cinematography, let's do a commercial break. So don't forget, everybody, vanquish the like button, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about us, and don't forget to...
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
Yes.
And that ding, ding helps you to get notified with other content that we put out every Sunday and Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, the things that we do here on Inside the Booth is...
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And everybody, it is beautiful. I have a mug right here. Go to insidetheboothtv.com/shop and get yourself a mug, get yourself a hoodie, get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself a neck gaiter. There's two new one is not really new, but it's kind of new, but there is a new design and another design that I put up on the shop page probably last week, this last week. So check it out. I'm kind of updating and upgrading the website, trying to make it easier for people to making it easier for people to scroll around and find what they would like to have. So go check that out as well.
Sorry for the delay. I have a cat who was irritating me, so I had to give him some treats. My day on my days off, he is a pain in the booty, and he's at my. So, what we talked about cinematography.
That's what we're gonna go on to now.
Okay.
Hey, Whitey, what's up? Before we do that, let's just.
There he is.
Say hello to Whitey. April, she loves it. Thank you. We try our best here on Inside the Booth.
I just like to say for the record, this is a phenomenal game if you want to get it. I recently purchased this because Dan has led me down the road of beautiful movies, and this is a great video game. You will not be disappointed.
It is. I remember playing that back back in the good old days.
I got it for like
PlayStation 2.
$13, dude.
That's
Really?
great price.
Yeah, it was like well, I think it was like $14.90 with like tax and free shipping. I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I got Return of the King coming too. Yeah, you sparked something over the Hobbit movies and Lord of the Rings. Thank you for that. I actually appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You know, those are good movies. I mean,
so good.
Good franchise to follow. Not saying that Star Wars is bad, but I think Lord of the Rings has it going on right now.
Best
Star Wars used to
trilogy
have
ever.
it going out, you know, but with what Disney's doing with Star Wars, but you know, I can't say much because Amazon is kind of messing up Lord of the Rings too. But you know what I just watched today. If anyone has ever seen this guy, I watched some YouTube. Obviously I watch YouTube a lot because I have a YouTube. His name is what's it called? Shadversity.
Shadversity, yeah.
Oh, you watch that? Okay, cool.
Oh, he's on FNT. Shadversity is great.
Yeah. He also what he was talking about what was it yesterday? He was talking about the new
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power and the armor, and he has he's got excellent point views and everything, and how the armor is bland and there's some parts that look nice, but then yet it's not practical because they didn't make it to where it's like really usable in real life. And he was talking about how, at least in the Peter Jackson movies, they took their time to research everything to do it the proper way. Like the chest plates were high enough so that you can move. Everything was practical to use, and he was talking about how some of these armors, like chest plates and the scale mail, because it's not chain mail, they use like scale pieces or something. The scale mail wasn't practical, and then there was an undershirt that looked cheap, and he was just talking about how cheap everything looked, but yet they spent so much money on these shows,
That seems to be a theme with all these shows.
And then the actual Lord of the Rings, they actually use legitimate chainmail. You
can
see in Return of the King when Aragorn's putting it on. Even when Gimli, he's
puts it on.
Chainmail. It's like a chainmail dress. It's like, and he's like, it's a little long, and it's like going, yeah, dude. Like that's a little legit. Like even in the Hobbit movies with the mithril.
Yeah.
Bilbo Baggins puts on the mithril, and it is finely interwoven, and it is very silver and white and sparkly, and it's like,
the behind the scenes stuff of all that, if you have the special editions one, is amazing. Like 2-3 guys just the entire day just working on that.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe it. I believe it.
Costumes.
Yeah.
So Dunadan says, I thought these were some of the most beautifully shot films I've ever seen. Truly epic.
I'd agree.
I agree too. And I love how they use practical effects, miniatures, and computer generated effects all mixed into one,
And I wouldn't even put. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, kind of like how Jurassic Park did it when it first came out in '92. So I think that's how
can be done.
Do it is practical miniature stuff and computer generated. I don't think this whole thing where let's film on a green screen and nothing but computer generation.
We gotta have a balance.
I see.
We got porn bots. I'm on it. I'm on the porn bots.
All right. Getting rid of that furniture. Thanks, furniture.
Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry. I got rid of the furniture bots. So all three are
bad
bots.
Couch.
Yeah, it was a bad couch. I reported those. So the Rogue Attraction, you got bots. That's right, baby. We got bots.
This movie, I think it's just like the other two, but because the computer generated stuff, they were working on getting better on the third one, I think is just as beautiful or even better than the first Fellowship of the Ring movie. You know, they were
Yeah.
able to blend it better. You know what I mean?
I actually do compare it to the original Hobbit movie, because in this movie you get
Yeah, but you got to remember these came out before The Hobbit. So
I know they did. I know.
all right. Well, anyways, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Anyways,
So you're talking about you're talking about CGI. You're talking about a practical and CGI franchise. It's not all.
Right.
It doesn't lean all one direction, right?
Yeah.
So you get a lot of like the whole entire like CGI where like the soldiers will fall, and you'll get like like that corny scream.
Yeah, for sure.
That is something that has been perpetuated for years. It's even kind of like a little bit of a classical
staple.
Yeah, it's a classical meme staple of CGI movies. I'm not knocking it, but at the same time though, you definitely see where the horses will get trampled, or if they get stepped on when during the battle. It definitely looks rough. It definitely looks
it's a little
very
rough,
very
yeah.
animated, and I know a lot of people are hard on the Hobbit movies, but at the same time though, you have to think that the Lord of the Rings trilogy was leading up to the biggest movie of CGI in the history of cinema, Avatar, in 2012. And then of course you had The Hobbit that came out in 2013, literally after Avatar. Now,
Right.
look, Avatar looked, was a great, spectacular, 3D phenomenon. But at the same time, though, I don't think it holds up in the same way. I think Avatar was like, the one and done. So you have to kind of like find that balance. You're dealing with early 2000s, 2001, 2002, 2000, what I think 4. Return of the King took 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you have the Hobbit came out in 2013, and you have the Hobbit, the decimation of Smog, and then of course you have the Hobbit, the 5 armies.
Yeah.
That was 2013, 2014, 2015. That was year to year to year.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to look at these movies the way they are set, and you also have, at the same time, you have to compare those movies to the competition around them. If you go say, hey, you know what, Avengers Infinity War, broke 2.05 billion dollars, but Titanic, made $2 billion. And it's like, okay, well, Avengers Infinity War had one run, and I love Titanic. It is one of my favorite movies as a kid. Came out in 1997. Is great practical effects, great CGI for great story. It legitimately it took $2 billion to in multiple releases to get there. It wasn't like 87. It was like the original release,
Right.
the 20th anniversary release and stuff like that, and the 100th anniversary release of the wreck of the Titanic. So
Right.
it's go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what do you think about the cinematography of the 2004 Return of the King compared to, let's say, the Rings of Power? Is the cinematography different? Is it better? Is it worse?
The cinematography is better. However, it's hollow. It's it doesn't hold any weight. It's very dull. It's almost like it's soulless, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this guy that I'm reading
talking
about is like, want to make something ugly. Real life will win every time, as computers always want to be perfect.
Yeah.
Even working VFX and the overuse of it in films drive me nuts. It's supposed to step in when you physically cannot do it with sound effect, SFX in the camera. The audience are not stupid. They know that this dude is real and this dude is fake. I mean, his skin looks like he has bathed in moisturizer compared to the prosthetic orcs. I'm like, that's perfect description of like what, yeah. Like, and people are not stupid. They can see the movements are different in the way the way they move on screen. So I mean,
well, even in you know, what was the last one? The Five Armies of the Hobbit trilogy. It looked like the CGI movements from Legolas and stuff like that. It was kind of like Gumby, you know? Yeah, I was like
when he's running on the
well, not even just that. It's like going.
What was that? It was like running on air.
Human beings have joints. We have joints. Like it.
We do
functionality. Yeah, it's like my arms don't. Yeah, you can't go. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
So even though he's like doing like, you know, crazy slashes and like, you know, leaping things, it rings hollow.
Yes.
It definitely doesn't ring as hollow as Amazon's Ring of Prime. Rings of Power, Rings of Prime. I don't fucking care.
Rings of Power.
Sorry.
Hey, yeah, no swearing here. You're gonna have to bleep
how did they get the rights to that?
I said Amazon.
How did they get the rights to do that?
I didn't
really look that up yet.
They didn't. They don't have the rights to the Silmarillion. They don't have the rights to the Third Age, which is you know, WB's, you know,
Miss Martin Muse. What's up?
Which is, you know, the WB owns the Hobbit trilogy. They own Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's the Third Age. The Second Age is ripe, so to speak, for the taking. The First Age is locked down. However, the problem is that the Second Age is actually like 3,000 years long, and Amazon, you know, bought the Second Age through the appendices, which are the letters that Tolkien wrote, you know, just as like a whim, like going, hey, you know, edit this, you know, a little bit of that and stuff like that. So that's why Galadriel is probably not the same way. Elrond is very different. And Gandalf, the homeless person,
cannot be named
as Gandalf. Yeah. And also the Harfoots, they're hobbits.
The Harfoot? Is that just a different way of saying hair?
No.
Look at my Harfoot.
No, they're from. So the Harfoots are
the hairy foot. It's like a hairy.
The hairy foot.
The
hairy foot.
The hell are they called?
It's just an accent.
So they can't legally use those terms then.
No, they can't. I can't remember what the Harfoots are supposed to be.
Like from the river people?
The river people, thank you.
Yeah.
We talked about it last Sunday. Thank you so much there, Dan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they're the river folk. So the river folk are actually supposed to be hobbits with a genetic disposition, so to speak, i.e., darker skin. However, you know, Amazon doesn't own the right to the appendices because, well, they own the right to the appendices, but however, hobbits are not legally in the appendices, so they had to rename the. It's such a mess. Yeah, they're Harfoots. Whatever.
That's hilarious. So some people sat down in an office. Okay, we want to do this idea. How do we go around it so we don't, you know, walk on people's toes here?
Right.
And here we are.
Oh no, they're walking on people's toes.
That's it. They are.
Look at Galadriel.
I'm talking about legally. I'm talking about legally.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's get into the music.
So we all gave it a point.
Yes, I
Cinematography.
believe so.
Yes.
Let's get into the music. Let's move on, boys.
It's
Let's get
okay.
in. Yeah, I think it's beautiful music. I got nothing bad to say about it. Everything good. It sounds wonderful to my ears. Obviously, my opinion. So go ahead, Matthew. You're the music man.
Yeah, so I mean, I picked music for most of the shots. So I mean, who was the main composer? I just had it up here for. Oh, here we go. Howard Shore. Yeah, Howard Shore is one of the greats out there. Canadian composer. So yeah, he did a fantastic job on this. Every scene goes with the feel of the film. So I mean, like you can kind of
great composer.
Yeah, you can feel each scene because of what he does. So I'm like, that's really well done. So I mean, I definitely give this a point on that. He did a fantastic job. Howard Shore.
You think, Ryan?
Okay.
My turn?
Yep, your turn.
All right, my turn. I love the music. It was spot on the whole entire time. I think that the music of the original Lord of the Rings franchise translated also into the Hobbit franchise.
Oh yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah,
across the board, it's all good.
Yes.
The only thing that stands out is Amazon's Rings of Nobody Cares. But you know, so the Hobbit trilogy, the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the only trilogies you should watch. 6 movies, great time. Watch them. I love it. That's it. 1 point. Uno point.
I would love for them to put it back in theaters. I would go and pay money again to see all them in theaters.
They did.
Because they do that from time to time, right?
They
did.
They did. When Rings of Power came out, they put them in. They put them
I
in.
did not know that.
Yeah, they put the original Lord of the Rings trilogy in theaters.
That's awesome.
And it outsold.
I kind of have to say this one thing. I saw a beautiful tweet of somebody saying something about some of the original Lord of the Ring characters. They were wearing the Rings of Power shirt. Hobbits was a waste of time for this period. They didn't do anything. Yes, you're right. They were wearing the Ring of Power shirt with the different colored ears, and it said like something about, I don't know, something about the color is love or something like that. I don't know, something dumb. Anyways, there were 2 of the hobbits that were standing there, not really smiling too well wearing these shirts.
They should. They're getting a paycheck.
Yeah, they should, right? But one of them had the biggest smile on his face. He was happy. Whatever. Elijah Wood was the one smiling. Who is it? Oh gosh, who played? Oh, Billy Boyd was not smiling at all. And then Dominic, he was the one that had like a kind of a smirk, like part smile. So it was.
Wait. Do you have a photo of this? Like,
oh man, I wish I saved the photo so I could.
Well, if you're gonna talk about photos, you gotta produce it, bro.
It came to my head. I'm sorry, I had to talk about it because it came to my memory. Okay, I'll look it up real quick. You guys talk. Say something. Talk about
something.
Talk about Lord of the Rings or something. Come on.
Okay, so basically, the problem with the Rings of Power is, and this final episode was actually better in my opinion, and that is super. That's super on the nose. We actually got the chance to see the fall of Numenor. because the Queen Regent, which doesn't exist in the lore, her husband actually she actually meant to she married her husband. He was in a coma, and then of course she actually was usurped by I believe his brother. So she was usurped, and she was actually not the Queen Regent. And of course he became the head of Numenor. So the Queen Regent is not thing, by the way, and Galadriel's grumpy butt of I'm gonna fight all the soldiers and pushing them into a jail cell is stupid, by the way. She pushed 4 Numenorian guards into a cell after fighting them. She is not the commander of the Northern armies. Galadriel is what you see in the Hobbit trilogy and Lord of the Rings. She is a majestic, hopeful, powerful, spiritual being who has the magic and the heart to stand against Sauron. She is not a commander of battle. She is not a slayer of orcs. She is not the scourge of the Amazon is so full of buttholes. It's not even funny. Amazon is horrendous. Amazon, I'm going to ask you right now, bring Peter Jackson in for season 2, or because you have spent $486 million on the very first season. That's right. $60 million on average on the very first season, 8 episodes. Bring Peter Jackson in for the second season, because this show is literally going to fall on its face, and we are going to laugh.
Most of everything right now.
House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon is phenomenal. Yes. Is it a very it's kind of a dirty, disgusting. It's a very it's just a very human nature from a old world monarchical state of humans. Guess what? Humans are flawed. We haven't always believed in democracy or constitutional republics or that charity and empathy and compassion. Like, human beings, unfortunately, were a little bit savage. But you know what? There are many of us who come together through whatever means, and I think in this group we can agree that.
All right, so sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, you can finish your talk if you want.
You mean rant?
Yeah,
It's a rant.
You want to finish your rant? Go for it.
No. I lost my train of thought. You know what? It's okay. When you're on a roll, sometimes it's okay to just go. Ooh.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh man, what
And
was I saying?
everybody else gets the chance to talk. So, Matthew and Dan, I think I put down some decent stuff. If y'all want to elaborate on it, and if not, we can move on. So,
All right, so look at these faces, huh? Look at these beautiful faces. They're so happy to promote the Rings of Power, especially Billy Boyd.
why do they have ears on their chests? I don't understand.
I forgot what it's supposed to say, but it's like an Elvish word to say something like, you see all the colors. It's supposed to be for not being racist or something like that.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Look at Elijah Wood's face. I guess he wasn't smiling like I thought he was. He's kind of like,
I'm just doing
weird
this
smile.
'cause
Yeah,
I
same
have to.
with Dominic.
He looks like he has to poop.
Yeah, they all look
I had
like, why are we here? What are we doing? I wonder if they didn't get paid for this. Maybe that's why they're not smiling.
No, they got paid. That's a
You
Comic Con.
think they got paid?
No, absolutely. That's
With
a Comic
those
Con.
faces, you think they got paid?
Yes, that's the Comic Con.
That's so
That's them.
strange.
20 years later.
Yeah, look at that
Look at that. Just look at it.
face. Oops. Not
What?
that. Why am I down
Whoa,
there? Sorry.
bro!
I don't know how to use a mouse when it's on the second screen here.
Apparently, you do when you're looking at some penis.
Yeah. But those faces tell me that they were not too happy to be promoting this show.
No, I'd agree.
Elijah
Wood aged well.
He still looks the same, doesn't he?
Yeah, the other two, not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
It's all around the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, there
All
we
right.
go. That's it, everybody. Doing it, Dan.
Whoa,
Thank
what
you.
happened?
Whoops.
Oh no, we're not playing.
It looks like Matthew was going in slow motion for a second there. Let me just get rid of this.
I want to be the Nazgul.
All right. So, anyways, Doing It Dan
perfect
said he's
take,
turning in.
that's
Thank
clear.
you for being here, Doing It Dan. Have a good night. So, our last but not least is Allegory. Go ahead, Matthew. You can go first with Allegory.
Going first all the time. Allegory.
That's because you haven't been here for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, sorry, dude. I'm
Anyway,
Well, I mean, I finally got a job doing something, so I can pay my bills again. So there's that.
That's good. That's always a
Boom.
good thing.
Boom, roasted. No.
I have a job. I'm scared. I'm sorry I messed with you, dude. I
know what?
Hey.
Sorry, I'm not sharing the screen anymore, but I just saw a picture of Sean Ashton, and his face is really not too happy either, wearing that hat. He's got a hat on too.
Oh, let's see
He looks like he's miserable with taking that picture.
Matthew, I have a question though. Like I'm kind of digging the candle and the kind of like say Japanese samurai background.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
neat.
you.
I like that.
Thanks, man.
No, I'm being dead serious. I like that. The last time I saw you had a little bit more open of an office, and it wasn't as detailed. So
Yes. Yeah, trying something different, and I'm kind of where it was before. We moved it kind of to the side now, so like if
looks good, dude.
Anybody opens the door, like you won't see the door opening anymore.
No, look, it looks good, man. I like it. That's nice. Like
these things are awesome. This was like on Amazon, $20.
Oh yeah, no, I know
And
what those
we searched for this for a while. Like it actually looks like it's
If
like a
you
bobblehead kind of thing.
If you actually get like a little bit of a backlight for the separator, just a little bit of like small like little candlelight, like it would look super awesome.
I would do that, but my girlfriend though, she's doing like some like business over here with some like cell phones that she's doing. So so then you would see that. So yeah, certain things I gotta be aware of.
Fair enough. Oh, nice.
But eventually, yeah, that's be the idea. Eventually, I want to get a new one of these.
Yeah, we're all looking to do stuff.
Upgrades.
So
All right.
yeah.
So how about we get on to Allegory here real quick?
My apologies, Dan. I was trying to
all
compliment the man on his
I
background.
know. Thank you. It was nice.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, guys. Much love to you both. All right, Dan, let's do it.
All right. Go ahead, Matthew. You first.
I'm running out of iced tea stuff.
Allegory. So I guess I'll go with this one. So pretty much all the characters up to this are journeying, and they're trying to figure out can I do this? So pretty much the culmination of almost all the characters is like, believe in yourself that this is going to happen, that this is for the greater good. We're going to conquer this. We're becoming unified as one with the different towns around the area. So like, let's all kick butt this great evil. And everybody did a fantastic job. I mean, even though they have like blood on their face, they believed in something for the greater good. So that I would say that, just like, you know, in the Bible, you believe on the Lord Jesus, you know he's gonna like come back eventually, that you know that's gonna happen. Boom, it's gonna finally happen, you know. So that's kind of what I got out of that.
Nice. It's good.
So it gets a point.
Yes. All right, Ryan, you're next.
It gets a very huge point for allegory due to the reason that Aragorn actually goes to the army of the dead, the king of the dead, and says, you have sworn an oath to my family, and you have chosen to uphold that. I am asking for you to uphold that promise, and I will release you from your servitude.
Favorite scene.
It is a beautiful scene, in my opinion, because obviously the army of the dead who has been cursed, they fight, they overcome, with man and elves and dwarves, and they find their redemption for doing so, and in doing so, they are free to move on to the afterlife. And I think that is probably the biggest moment of allegory in the whole entire movie, because you can see in the King of the Dead's face, he goes, and he just like slowly, you see like the release on his face,
finally,
of peace, of peace, and it's a beautiful thing. And it actually, in my opinion, overcome, Gandalf talking to not Mary,
Pippin.
Gosh darn, Pippin. Thank you. Pippin about the afterlife. That all beings must.
I was going to mention that one, but go ahead.
and that is a great one. It's very inspiring. That we can all not, we can't deny death. That's the one thing that we all do. Yeah. That is the one thing that every species on this planet, every individual, every animal, we all do. We all die. And that is one of the most beautiful moments, in my opinion, because Pippin actually gets a burst of courage from it. And Gandalf,
you see hope come back to him.
Yeah, and Gandalf is not lying to him. He's telling him the truth. He's like, this is how we do.
Yeah.
And obviously that is a play on Catholicism or Christianity or and so and that was probably one of the biggest ones I really liked. I think the biggest one though got topped because Aragorn pardoned so many restless souls who should have been at peace so long ago. So
cool to see that story.
It was kind of a toss. It was very much a toss up. It was very much a toss up. So, for me personally.
Yeah,
that's good.
I mean that goes along with like when the dead king was like, the line has been broken, and Aragorn says it has been remade. So you can see in him that he's taking back his rightful place. He's taking back his throne. So, and not only that, but the remaking, the forging of the sword was another symbolism of that, of him coming back. Also the white tree, right when there was nothing on the white tree when they got there, and then when Denethor walks through, and then you see the camera passing the white tree. You see a little flower blooming on it, and you're like, "Oh man, yep, he's back. The king is back, or the king has returned. So you know that there is, it shines hope on the people, and shines hope on even not just the people in Gundor, but it shines hope on everyone else too, because then you see that throughout the movie that okay, now there's hope, even though it looks dim and bleak, and you don't know if Frodo's gonna get to that end to throw the ring in the fire, but yet there you still have that hope, so the movie went back and forth on that. Like there's still little hope left. We just gotta. Even Aragorn said, "We got to get Frodo over there. So we need to get, we got to get him there. So let's distract the bad guys and bring them out to them, So there was another shine of hope there, And there's a lot of hope and redemption in the whole thing of Lord of the Rings, and that's like our walk with Christ, We, even though sometimes we go into dark places or we're doing something that we know that we probably shouldn't be doing, not to say that it's like a major sin, but it's more so, it just doesn't make us feel good anymore, And because we have Jesus, we can turn away and say that there is still hope, and hoping that God will help us through things, and then he obviously does. So there is that. Now I'm done preaching. Thanks, everybody. So that gets a point for me as well. I mean, these movies are phenomenal. So there you go. Yeah.
I think it was 15 out of 15.
Yeah, 15 out of 15. All three of us. Ryan had to do something real quick, obviously. So there you go. 15 out of 15, everybody. Inside the Booth says 15 out of 15 with Return of the King. And obviously, if you've been watching, we've been giving basically all the movies all points, because we do enjoy these movies. Now, yes, there are opinions. There might be someone out there who's like, Lord of the Rings, I don't know, it's too long, it's too, draggy, I don't like it. But that's their opinion. But our opinion is best movies ever. Go watch them. Form your own opinion, or let us be your opinion for you. Hi, Mom. Grandma's doing good. Okay, good.
Oh ho! Mom is here. Hello, Mom. Good to see you.
The originator.
Yes. We love Dan's mom. She is a gentle soul. And obviously, good to hear that your grandmother is doing great. So, much love to you, buddy. Even with your Guns N' Roses hair.
Thank you. After next weekend, it's coming off. So,
is it? See, I
got a cosplay to do. I'm gonna do the cosplay, and then this hair is gone.
What cosplay?
I was thinking of maybe keeping it, but my cosplay is gonna be Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Very nice.
Yeah, I got the mask.
Oh, I like it.
Is your brother going to be Raphael? And you guys do the whole scene, the fighting?
Of course, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I would love to go to a cosplay there in Florida. Man, because they're bigger over there. More people.
If you ever want to come down, you can talk to Tom and I about it, and
Yeah, we'll do a video together, all three of us. That'd be sweet.
We got the drop on. I mean, October is going to be pretty wild. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
I'll be coming over there to visit in November. Is that good?
Well, also MegaCon should be in at the end of May 2023.
Yeah, I think
so
MegaCon is big.
MegaCon is going to be something that's definitely going on again. If I had to, talk to the group, yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah. Anyway,
I have to join that. Anyways, like I said, guys, Inside the Booth says great for Return of the King. Tuesday, we're going to have some awesome stuff coming. More Lord of the Rings, obviously. And then Sunday, more Lord of the Rings. And then the following Tuesday after that is the review. And, we'll be reviewing a bunch of stuff.
which is better than The View because The View is trash.
That's it. It's the review.
It is the review.
That's
better
right.
than ABC's The View. I think it's ABC.
That's it. So come on down, everybody. Remember, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday and Tuesday. And then, obviously, if you like what we do here, become a Patreon member for just $1 a month. Everything's in the description below. And don't forget to visit our website, www.insidetheboothtv.com, and scroll around on the website. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to make it better, more user-friendly, and more pleasing to the eyes. If you got any suggestions, let me know. I can, probably make it better. Maybe not. I don't know. I use the cheap editing tools to make the website, so it's not as easy as those other guys. But yeah, it's fun though. It's fun to do. It's fun to come up with. It just takes forever. What else? And that's pretty much it. So thanks, Ryan, for being with us tonight. We appreciate you.
Of course, buddy. Sorry I was a little bit late.
No, that's okay. It's okay. And all your stuff is in the description below as well. So go check him out. Go check out everybody that has a channel that was watching us. Galaxy Garage is great. And JT Gunter's great. And I think that's it for tonight. April, great show. Thank you, April. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for watching. Glad you got to talk to us tonight.
Lastly, and certainly not least, I am going to the Patreon right now, and I'm going to sign up for my friends because they do a great job, and I want people to be honest about the fact that these guys work hard. They really do. You can't super chat them yet. They don't have a secondary super chat. You can go to their Patreon, and that's how you support them each month. Mm-hmm. You can do it for literally the most minimal $1 a month. I'm gonna probably do at least mid tier, if not top tier, because you know what, support your friends and stuff like that. And that's the way I look at it. I don't have a Patreon account, but you know what they do. So support them because I watch them every single Sunday and Tuesday. I do. So,
well, thank you. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. I might have went over the top with that because I have way too much love for you guys. But I'm looking at the different things. I got welcome to the front well, and we welcomed you to the backstage lot. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm all about the backstage.
There you go.
No pun intended.
That's right. Get your backstage pass. Get to talk to us personally. And then more furniture to kick out right when we're about to
somebody already kicked them.
Yep, I got it.
You got them already?
Yep. So thanks everybody for being here. Have a great, wonderful night. And we will see you soon.
See you guys.
Soon. Where's the button? Where's the video?
Are you not entertained?